Hi everybody, and welcome back to Teachers Talk Money, where I help teachers master their money in order to give back to it themselves. My video for you today is all about my December budget. It's the last month of 2020. If you were here last week, you saw that my November net worth, I was able to increase it by about $2,000. And my goal this month is to, of course, get my net worth to increase by $20,000 for the year. We're already at about $18,500. So hopefully this budget can get me where I need to be in order to hit that 20K goal. Now, I'm gonna throw you over my shoulder in a second and show you my budget on the actual platform that I use to access it, which is my budget template spreadsheet. If you would like access to this Google Sheet that has all of the outline for my budget as well as my net worth tracker, please go to the link in the description of this video. So if you wanna know where to get it, that's where you go. But without further ado, let's take a look at what my budget is for the month of December 2020. All right, everybody, welcome to my budget template. This is it. So let's take a look at what we've got going on for December. Honestly, a lot of things are very, very similar, if not the same, to the month of November this year. I'm getting my two paychecks, both of which will be $1,194. I got a question in the last video about my investing strategy and where my investment money are going, since none of that is written here. And that is because I'm investing straight out of my paycheck into my 457B. And then in terms of my Roth IRA, I'm going to put in any extra money like tax refunds or my stipends, things like that will all go towards my Roth IRA. So you don't see a lot of the investing that's happening because it's not actually part of my take-home pay month to month, and that is why. It's also why my income is lower than it was last year, because last year I was getting the money and then after tax putting that into my Roth IRA. But this year I'm having it taken right out of my paychecks. So the total amount that I'm going to take home this month is going to be $2,388. The first category that I like to look at is my savings accounts, because this is sort of the most active thing I want to pay attention to, and it's my favorite thing. I like saving the money over spending it on like bills and stuff. So the first thing is gifts. I'm adding another $60 to my gift fund this month. The jury is out on whether I will use that to continue working with Christmas gifts this month, or if I will have already bought all the Christmas gifts I need to and be able to kind of put this ahead for next year. I'm putting $100 into travel. Again, less than is ideal and less than I did last year, but I really don't have any big travel plans in this pandemic. So I'm just kind of watching that money slowly grow. And it's something I've been pretty happy with. $70 is going towards my business account. For summer money, I'm saving $320. I think I'm going to actually have to revisit this as well as my grad school money, because I think I may have made a miscalculation with something. But for now, $320 going towards summer and $77 going towards grad school. And then finally, we have the money for rebuilding my car fund, which is kind of whatever was left over after that, and that is $74. For context, I had about $5,000 in my car fund and then had to spend it on various things for maintenance, tickets, things like that. And so I'm trying to slowly rebuild it back up to $5,000. And that is my fund for covering anything for maintenance, as well as what will eventually be a down payment for a car in the future. So in total, I'll be saving $701, which is what I typically save month to month. This alone will not be enough to get me where I need to be, of course, to raise my net worth to have grown 20K this year. That is what my investments will hopefully be doing as well. Then we've got the category of my fixed costs. So these are all the costs that stay the same, so I don't have to track them over here or anything, because it's literally the same thing every month. $900 for rent, living in DC, $82 for my car and renter's insurance, $45 for my phone bill, $10 for my subscriptions, which are really just the things that kind of automatically come out of my bank account every month, And then finally $70 that goes towards things for Hattie. And those, as always, come out to $1,107. And then we go down to my variable costs. These are the things I need to track to make sure I'm on track with spending, because these costs change in amount every month. So for groceries, I'm budgeting $200. I went way over my grocery budget in November, so I'm hoping this is still enough. I want to kind of try to get back on track, but we'll see what ends up happening if I end up going over again or not. For going out, I have $200 budgeted. That has been more than enough lately, so that should be good to stay there. For gas, I have $30 budgeted. Once again, that's been plenty just because I'm not really driving that much. Obviously, I eliminated my commute to work because we're still teaching virtually through December and also through January at the very least. And so that's going to stay $30 a month. So I'm able to fill it up just once a month about. And then finally, we have my other category, which is $150 a month. And again, I keep track of everything I spend for these categories over here in my running totals section. My other fund is usually anything extra that I need or want throughout the month. So a lot of times it'll be like if I have to pay for parking, to visit a friend, or reloading my Easy Pass. Last month I used it on paying off a speeding ticket that I got. And so those kind of things will come up, and that's kind of what my other fund is for. Those were all kind of like the not so fun things, but I also will use it if I have a new plant that I want to get, or something else for me or for Hattie or for someone else in my life. So really that is all the stuff that's like truly discretionary, but doesn't fit into like groceries or going out. So all in all, my expenses total up to $2,388, which is the exact same as I expect to take in. And that's what you want to see. That makes this a zero-based budget where every single dollar that comes in has a job that you've assigned it to. Again, this is really the same as it was in November, but that's okay. We're actually going to see a huge difference come next month in January, because it will actually be a very special unicorn 3-paycheck month for me. We get one of those a year as 10-month employees typically. Regular 12-month employees will get 2 3-paycheck months a year. So I'm really excited to have another entire paycheck come in during a month. And that, I think, is mostly or completely going to go towards my Roth IRA. As I mentioned, that will be one of those windfalls where I'll put a huge chunk of it into that investment account. So hopefully we'll just see some ginormous growth come January. So don't forget to tune back in a month when I go over that. Again, if you're interested in using this budget template, it's also where I keep my net worth tracker. I kind of have everything here. I have all my business expenses, everything, all of Hattie's spending information on my salary plan and when I plan to earn more and all of that good stuff. So there is just a wealth of information here. But, and I even have like my January one ready to go. I'm sort of like playing around with changing up the template. So if you're interested, go to the link in the description of this video to get my template. There's also a pen and paper version if that's easier or better for you. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on the channel. It means the world to me. Don't forget to stop in next month, but also at the end of the month to see if my net worth did in fact grow to 20K this year. And make sure to like this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, and do all that good stuff to help me grow this channel. It means the world to me that this stuff is valuable to you guys and that you appreciate it. And that is the #1 way to support me. Have an amazing week, you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.